Hey there, everybody, and welcome to another reaction and analysis video. Today, we're going to be checking out that super popular group, Angine de Poitrine, and this is their song Fabien. Don't forget to check out the description down below. I always have a link down there for their official YouTube channel, as well as a link where you can go and make a purchase of their music and help support them. I think that's an awesome thing to do. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts on this music today down in the comments section.
Avantages qu'apporte ce mode de construction. Par exemple, son confort thermique. La maison reste fraîche en été.
All right, let's see what they have in store for us this time. Gee whiz, these guys are incredible musicians. You know, I got it wrong in the last video. I thought they were kind of detuned. And then after the video ended, I really looked at the video and I'm like, I thought I saw extra frets. And I thought since he had a guitar and a bass together, maybe he had some kind of weird custom thing done and I was seeing things. But no, it's not. It's extra frets and it's microtonal sounds that we're listening to here. So I'm just blown away, though, when I say that these guys are incredible musicians. Those runs, the speed and the accuracy and the difficulty of those runs, and they're playing it together. The drummer's accenting what the guitar player's doing. I mean, that's incredible stuff there. And I'm just blown away at and the only way you can describe it is with the whole sound of this is just a weirdness to it all. But it's one of those things like it's an accident, where you see an accident and people just can't help but stare. It's kind of that same thing here, it's something so unique and so different, and you become a little captivated with it and you're like, well, what are they going to do next? I love how they're building this song up layer by layer. Man, that is so funky. They are so tight, so tight. What? That was pretty sick. As I'm listening to them, I mean, I'm becoming more and more of a fan of this. It's just such a unique sound. We have too much music these days that sounds exactly the same. So I really like uniqueness, and these guys are really bringing a lot of uniqueness to the table. But I think one of the things that just sounds so interesting here is, it sounds like all of the sounds on the guitars are being bent without any bending. And when I say that, like where you're grabbing the string and you're pushing on the string and you're bending the string, so you're bending the sound. It has that vibe to it, but it's like literally every note is bent like that instead of just a few notes here and there in the melodic line. And it's really an interesting way to listen, for sure. Man, that rocks, doesn't it? Wow, that is so cool. I love that part on the guitar too, where it's almost like a scream. Because it's microtonal, it kind of has that scream kind of sound on it instead of, a guitar sound. It's more of a scream the way that is. I'm just so excited. I can't even contain my thoughts. I'm just all over the place. There's just so much to hear and enjoy here. But I can't say it enough. Listening to this drummer, somebody mentioned in the comments that he's a jazz player. He plays jazz. And I'm not surprised. The way that he's accenting what the guitar and the bass is doing, I mean, that to me just screams more of a jazz player. The skill level of a jazz player is just so high. They have to really be listening to everybody in the group, which, I mean, there's basically two instruments in the group here, mainly the guitar and the bass, but you're accenting what they're doing constantly. And this drummer's just really doing that, but he's adding some really incredible fills in there in between all of that stuff. These guys, for two people, this is some amazing, amazing music, and the skill level is through the roof. I'm really realizing that. That is such a chill melodic line. That was an incredible fill by that drummer. He really got around those drums just so incredibly nimbly. I mean, that was just wild and just so in time, tasteful. And there was just so many notes and vibes that he put in there too. That was awesome. Man, this is fun. This is really cool. How do we go from what we had to what we have now? And it's even more funky. Whoa. So interesting. I like this new section they're doing here. It literally has vibes from the original section, but it's different. It's unique. So we've definitely gone into what we would call a B section. The first section of the music was A. This is B. It's something close but different. I love how they build these songs. They just layer them together. That's really cool. Looping is awesome. I think I'm hooked, people. I think I'm in. This is so good. The one thing I really notice about this section is the simplicity. If you listen, we've got the drummer on that bass drum and on the snare, just basically keeping a beat, but putting some extra things in between. And then we've got the guitar player and the bass player. They're basically really accenting that beat. So everything's just occurring on this beat, and it's just all kind of meshing together. And it just, feels like we're kind of marching and we're just kind of dancing along here. It really interesting. It's so simple, yet it works, and it feels a little more complicated than it is. So good. Great fill by the drummer. That is so groovy. So much fun. That's interesting too. There's a couple notes that the guitar player is playing where it sounds normal to my ears. And then he immediately goes into a part that doesn't sound right, the microtonal. So I think going between notes that I'm used to hearing all the time and then those microtones that I'm not used to hearing just makes it sound like it's phasing between the two. Maybe some of you experience that too. This rocks so hard. Why? It's fun, and it's so good. That is just a mind-bending, blowing song to listen to. It is so captivating. I've read so many comments off of the last video that I did of theirs. And, you guys are just fantastic people, just telling me all about this group. And from the sounds of it, all of you were kind of like me, where you'll listen to that first time, these guys, and you're like, what am I listening to? And then somewhere along the way, it's like, oh, wow, this is like different and good different. Am I starting to like this? I think I'm liking this. By the end of that first video, I was like, that wasn't bad. It was pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to listen again. I might. Very undecided. And you guys made suggestions for this song. And I'm listening to this today, and it sounds totally different than the first time I heard them. It just sounded amazing, and it allowed me some time to really listen to their skills. And I'm telling you what, that drummer is on another planet with his fills and his timing and the accents and everything that he was doing. And the guitar player, the way that he can work those boards and the looping station that he has and just layer up this incredibly thick, wild, vibey sound that goes along with the drummer so well. And he's constantly doing things with his feet and his hands, and just the ability brain-wise to keep that all straight and do that as you're still playing melodic lines. I mean, that takes a whole other skill set there that you don't see with a lot of people. My hat's off to these two guys. They are just on another planet. They're very skilled. It is so enjoyable listening to something this different. And it is incredible. You guys were right. You said if I listened more, I would enjoy it even more. And I'm definitely coming away listening to this today going, I want to listen to more. Please make sure to check out the description down below because I am going to have a link for their official YouTube channel, a link where you can go and make a purchase of this music because my goodness, this is so different. It's well worth listening to and supporting them for sure. These videos are generally copyright protected, and they should be. This is the artist's work. They should get the royalties from it. So that's why I bring up the fact that down below in the description, I also have links on ways you could support my channel. Not only is there YouTube membership and Patreon, where that's just a straight kind of donation, you do get things like early access to videos like this, plus some other cool perks. But there's other links down there on ways you could support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. You know, the Amazon store, Sweetwater Music Company, Bang Cookies. If you go and make a purchase off of any of those links, the companies send me a commission. Doesn't cost you anything extra. You pay the regular price. The company knows you went through my link and they reward me for that and they give me a small commission. So if you want to help support the channel, that's something you could do right there. There's also the merch store. Anything you do to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Something you could do for the channel, it's totally free. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, put a comment down below. I love reading what you guys have to say, especially about groups like this, these new ones. Let me know some more information. I'd love to learn more and make a suggestion for another video. YouTube is going to make a suggestion for something else for you to watch. The last time, I don't think there was anything really on the channel like this, but now there's going to be one if you didn't see the other video, and YouTube might even have a different suggestion. Just click on one of those videos and keep watching. Thank you so much for watching and listening with me today. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.